Hi again, welcome to another video, and today's video is part 3 of the Honda roller drive system. Up to now, in part 1, I stripped it down and looked at all the parts to check for any wear. There was one part that had worn, so I ordered that. In part 2, I put that part in and cleaned everything up and got the roller system all back together. And now we're on to putting it back onto the mower. So that will be today's video. I'll put it back on the mower and test it out. Pretty confident it will be okay, but we don't know for sure until it's back on the mower. So yeah, we'll get it back on and test it out. But before I get onto that, if this is the first time you've been to my channel, please like and subscribe because it helps my channel grow, and if you could do that, it'd be much appreciated. And then we might as well get on with this roller drive system and get it back on this Honda mower. So we'll get on with that now. So now I'm ready to get the drive and roller system back in there. This mower is a Honda HR194, which is a 19-inch cut. It's an older one. But this is the same process, putting the drive system back in, as it would be on a Honda HRD or a Honda HRH. They're just 21-inch and this is 19-inch. There's sort of, apart from the size of the roller, there's no difference to putting it back in the machine. So I'm going to get it now. I've greased up the bolts already, and yeah, I'm going to get it back in, and then I should be able to try this mower then to see if everything is all good. So I have the roller here, trying to film this as best we can. That shaft has got to go into the shaft off the back of the engine right up in there. You're not going to be able to see that. It's obvious where it goes. That just slips into the other piece, and that's that. But before I do that, I need to put this cable on, really, which isn't the easiest because that spring has to locate in, but we'll try our best. My hands are in the way. I do apologise. It's not the most hardest thing to do, just a little bit awkward, really. Yeah, so that's in there like so, and then that spring pushes in. Just try and hold it up with my leg. And that's in place, so I hope you can see that. Like that. So yeah, that's what makes it spring back like that. I've disconnected it at the top of the handlebars just to take a bit of the tension off of the, well, so I could basically pull the cable through further. So that's back on. So now I'll hold that on its side like that, and I'll connect that shaft. You're not going to be able to see really. I can show you that afterwards when I put the cover back on. So now in there, there's that piece there that goes into that bracket. I can't get my hands on there. A little piece that goes into that slot on that bracket there. Not the easiest to see, but it's pretty obvious what it does. So I'll make sure that goes in. I'm trying to do the best I can. It's a bit tricky showing you this because everything's a little bit tight. So that is actually into the slot now. That should hold a bit of the weight. Then I have one bolt, and that goes in at the bottom. So it's there. So that goes on like so. I'll put the nut on. So that shouldn't fall out now. So just to recap, we put that bottom bolt in down there. So that's holding it in place. Yeah, so the shafting, you couldn't see that, but I will show you that when I'm putting the guard back on afterwards. And then there was that little bracket bit, that piece that from the gearbox that had to fit into the light bracket. So we've got it like that. So now it's this bracket on. So I've took the nut off. I've got this key to go in. That slips in there. So then I have this to go on. This bracket, and that has to go through there like so, because that's like your spring bit that holds the height in place. You'll see as it goes on. So I need to get that so it's right on the key, and that the key don't fall out. And it might actually, as I bolt that down, pull that in. I'm just going to check that the key doesn't fall out as I do that. But just to hold everything in place, I am just going to put that bolt through there, if I can find out exactly where it goes. Yep. So I'm going to tighten that now. So I'll just get a socket and do that. It is quite hard to film underneath mowers in the gearbox area because it's all a bit tight. That is pulling on that key now. So I'll pull that in, and that's gone in there as well. So that's in place. So I'll just keep doing that until it's so that's tight. The roller's nice and tight. I said about, I think in the last video, about packing out with washers, but the two washers, them curved sort of washers, bent washers, hold it nice and tight, so that's really good. I've got that nut just underneath this bolt to put on. You won't be able to see that, but it's only a nut and bolt. And we're nearly there now. We have got a spring to put on still, and the side covers, but I won't show you me putting on the side covers because it's only a few screws or so. Obvious how they go. So it's 12mm nut, but the bolt is 14. I have the bottom one to do the same with. I'll just do that quickly here. They're an easy system to get off. Some of the other makes of Hondas, like the four-wheeler ones, the system's a bit harder to get off of them. These roller systems are quite easy to get off. We've got just a spring to go on, and I'm not 100% sure I remember what bit went in where, but I think it was like that. So if I pull that down like that, that'll bring it nearer. And then I'll have to come the other side. If it did happen to be wrong, I can just sort it afterwards, but I think it goes there like so. If I can get that out without pinging it back out, we've done it. I can just check the height adjuster now, that it all works okay. I think that's all alright. Yep, so that's all good. So everything is okay. I will probably try it before I put the shaft cover back on and the two side covers, just in case there was an issue and I had to take it back off. There's no point putting everything back on until I definitely know everything's done. But it's a decent mower. You can see underneath all of it, it's pretty good. You'll see it outside next being tested, and hopefully the drive lever just goes in and no juddering before it starts. And also I've just got to connect the top cable back in, which is easy because it's just there like so. Can you just come close there? I just took it off like that, so it might have to have a bit of adjustment, but I left the spring and everything on and then just undid that. Yeah, I'll see you next when we're outside and trying it out. So yeah, hopefully everything is all good. So now I've got the lawnmower outside, I'm going to start it up and I'm going to drive it and test it, and then hopefully it doesn't judder before it starts. They do sort of take off quite quick, but you know, it shouldn't judder before. So we'll get it started and see what it's like. as you've just seen, the roller system works just as it should. It takes off without any juddering or anything like that. It's spot on. I'm really pleased with that. So it was that part I replaced in there. If I'd have left the old one in, it would have juddered because of that wear on that old dog clutch. So replacing that part for what was it, about best part of about £35 has fixed this mower. I didn't really have to spend anything else on it. I have still got to service it, but yeah, I won't do that in this video, but I just wanted to show the repair on the roller, and yeah, that's sorted it. So that's a good mower now. I'll just get the other bits back on it and then that'll be sorted. So yeah, seems to be working well. And yeah, I decided to use the grease because I was worried about it leaking out, and I think that grease will be just fine. I've done it before anyway and used the motors for quite a while afterwards, and it hasn't been any problem at all. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. That's a nice job done. So I hope you enjoyed the 3 parts of this roller drive gearbox repair on this Honda, and yeah, it's a good result. So yeah, pleased with that. So I'm going to leave the video there. So thanks for watching. I'll be along with another video again soon. So bye for now.